Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give me a second while we fire a link out on Twitter and the Discord. And then we'll have a little bit of hello people, shall we? See how everyone's doing on their wonderful Saturday. And wonderful. Yeah, good to go. Who do we have in? We've got quite a few already. Brad, Emily, Stuart, Mehmet, Michael and Tim have been waiting for a while. Pro King as well. Justin, Marco, Helder, good evening to Melbourne. Rene, Introbang, Star Stuff, Josh, Mehmet, welcome in guys. Everett as well. How is everyone? Is everyone having a wonderful Saturday? I hope so. I hope you enjoyed the first public transport hub but that we did last week. Well, but yesterday wasn't it really? Not last week. There we go. So welcome back everyone. Welcome in. As always, on a Saturday we're going to be doing some lighter residential detailing today and continue to fill out some with the preset Margaret frames as well. So welcome in. Welcome in to chill. Hey Aaron, Nicole, Brad, TC. Actually glad I couldn't sleep. Hey TC, that's why you couldn't sleep, dude. Welcome in TC. Yes, so super little busy bus transfer point now. We are getting some not enough goods to sell. I'm guessing that's because of a traffic manager restriction, isn't it, on these roads? Yes, it is. Okay, it doesn't look like we can change it though. That's fine. Then what we'll do in that case is just move them around. Still getting that array index error as well. Hopefully that'll stop today. Spin them around here so they start getting collections. There's also some other little bits I wanted to do with the lighting that actually sits around the diagonal frame now as well, because things have ever so slightly changed. Let's use move it and we're going to grab all the props. I think it should fall under, right? Yes, the props, that's what we want. So we're going to take these away and then reconfigure the lighting that sits here now, because the overground metro is coming over. It's going to be a nice time to just give this a little bit of a rejig, a little bit of a rethink. Okay, and we can leave all the ones up until that point. That's going to be fine. But Maniac Mana with a $20 US super chat. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, Maniac. Well, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Super generous. And I love your profile picture as well. I just realised you have the Pink Floyd prism as your profile picture, dude. Love Dark Side of the Moon. Thank you so much for the support, buddy. Really appreciate it. So, let's win some lights. Of course, we're going to use the after that ones for these. I think it was just the white upward-facing ones we used, wasn't it? Yeah, was it just these? Yes, it was. Okay. So let's go into prop line tool, and then we'll go for distance here of about 20 meters. Let's see what this looks like. I think the palms are about, yeah, palms are about 30, I think, maybe 28. Yeah, I think it's about 28 meters. It's sad that I remember that, right? Yeah, there we go. It's 28 meters. Okay, so we'll bring these to run parallel with the palm patterns now. And this should really nicely illuminate the front of the metro station here as well. It's getting nice, isn't it? Easily one of my favourite transport hub builds, this one. Do some work with the pathway here as well. Probably make this whole area concrete. Okay, so let's come back into move it and then we'll grab all those props again. Now we could use move its mirror function here to mirror them off the road, but we've already got assets placed here, so I think we're just going to carry on placing them manually on this side at least. Let's go for them as well. Greetings from Serbia, welcome in Turtle Builder. See Palaman V2 is Queensland without flooding? Yes. Isn't it just? I'm Mehmet Ali Briskin with 100 Turkish Lira super chat before I forget. Thank you so much, Mehmet. Really appreciate the support, buddy. As always, you know, here every single episode and every week. Mehmet is willing on this. Thank you so much for the super chat, mate. And then Valylad Gaming with an £8.99 super chat. Hey, I won't be able to stay long getting ready for Wales versus England game, but glad I'm able to catch the beginning. No worries, Valylad. I'm assuming that's rugby, mate. I know you're a big Welsh rugby boy. So, yeah, I'm not a massive rugby fan, so I think it's rugby. But thank you so much for the support, buddy. Really appreciate it. Okay, so much happier with this aesthetic now, right? With the the mirrored. Oh, that's such a nice view. Just, there's something about the combination of palms and these after dark lights. And can you imagine once we've got the skyline sat at the end of this rundown now? One day. One day. Ilos is slowly coming together. Let's come on to our service painter then. We'll start to figure out what's going on here. So I think I do want to paint the whole thing out with concrete. And I feel like it wants some sort of barrier around the edge of it so no one can just walk out onto the high-speed access way. We'll also bring it down here as well. So we're not quite on a straight orientation here, so service paint is going to be a little bit janky, but we can bear with it. Most of it will be hidden by fencing anyway. Let's get this sound barrier that we used last episode too. We got 77 people here already. Welcome into the stream, everyone. Do hope everyone's enjoying their weekend. Cool. Bring that down. I think I'm happier for some denser, leafier trees to maybe sit around this point too. Just a little bit of stuff like this to sit up against the fencing, so perhaps a little more natural looking. We just placed like 4 trees there. Need to be careful of that. And do the same thing over here again as well. Grabbing this little sound barrier. This little sound barrier from the workshop has been like tremendously versatile. It's going to break my pathway there, but I'm hoping that's just going to reconnect back in. Yes, it is indeed. I'd visit that station any day, me too. This whole area is just nice to visit, isn't it? Like, enjoy a little walk around the lake and then do a bit of shopping. Grab some food at the pizza kitchen and then catch a bus somewhere. It's the perfect day out. It's the perfect day out, isn't it? Who wouldn't want to do that? And yes, welcome to... We just sit and watch this for a minute. And just we can appreciate it. So busy. So busy. Let's have a little drink as well. I think this probably would be the busiest Park Life cheese we've ever had if we set it up. It would definitely rival that one in Palaven where we switch the intercity trains to the internal line. I think that's been the busiest so far, but this is just insane. Insane. Well, I think I got my first live ever. Good morning, Geg. You did, Yams. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you so much for turning up. Hope you're well. Yeah, welcome to the stream, 90 of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so definitely happy for some planters and flower beds, etc. General urban decoration to come into this area too. That serving space, not that you can really see it, but it'll help. A lot of Sims. Hello people, hello Eggsy, welcome into the stream, mate. So busy, isn't it just for you, Candy? Isn't it just? Isn't it just? I need to Park Life cheese it. it's screaming for it. Okay, what do I want here? Planters, I think we'll just go for some Park Life ones. Some little flower beds I think would be appropriate. Loving the ant farm? Indeed. Indeed we are. Just to bring a little pop of colour into what is now a pretty endless expanse of concrete should be appropriate for us, making sure we're not affecting the light in here either. We shouldn't be. I think I'm happy with that, right? It's a bit more like a concrete forecourt on the way out of the metro station is more the vibe that I was after, and I think that works out quite nicely. Okay, so let's decide what we want to do with the lighting down the rest of the highway now. So I think just to do it around kind of the major areas of the road is going to be a nice way to keep it from becoming too much. And also maybe on some of the slip ramps as well. I think we'll leave it. Because from the bird's eye view, it's quite obnoxious. It's very loud, these after dark lights. So I don't want to go too much overboard with them. So I think that'll be okay. Must be game day. Everyone's in yellow. I think Ilos' tourists are just yellow as a general rule of thumb. Yeah. There's a lot of yellow people here. Yeah, they're all tourists as well. Yeah, we just have yellow tourists. Seems to be when the in-city train arrives, which we are using a custom train asset now. When we actually get one coming in. Hopefully we'll see it on today's stream anyway. Okay, so there was also some bits I wanted to do back over near the start of the city, where we have slowly started to clear out the American Eclectic assets. So what I'm going to do with them is leave the American Eclectics as a frontage against the road, and then hide and blend in our vanilla theme behind them. Because a lot of these assets aren't kind of too dissimilar from the American Eclectic theme, especially these sorts of ones. So we will slowly replace this entire suburb, which we can't look at too long because it murders the frame rate. But yeah, this one here, this metro station that we dropped in last episode wants to be detailed, and there's also a few vanilla assets over here that have been allowed to grow as well that need to be replaced. My word. Horrific vanilla assets. Absolutely murdering the vibe of Ilos. I think that should be a little more appropriate. Okay, again, insanely busy. What train asset is that? Oh, Subadget Data with a 100 rupee super chat. You're amazing. You're amazing, Subadget. Thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Really appreciate it, mate. Alright, welcome to the stream. Okay, what train asset is that? I had a comment about this as well in the Discord. These are both from the Content Creator train stations pack. This is one of the bypass train stations, and this is one of the elevated metros. They're from the Content Creator pack, the train stations one. If you're wondering, they're not workshop assets. We've obviously just used Move It, so they're not sat on a road, kind of how they're designed. We use the bus road underneath instead in the episode. So we'll carry on this little... It's kind of border fencing, right? Don't think we're clashing too hard. Some park life props are certainly going to sit nicely around here as well. Of course, we'll get one of our walking paths through so it functions as a walkable space for the Sims. And then we'll dive into the world of park life props. Still got the zombies. I need to get some aliens made. I'm still waiting for a cities modeler to help me put together an alien asset so we can make alien covens. We've only got the one at the minute under the diamond interchange. Let's get some kiosks as well. Maybe a couple of these next to each other. Perhaps a kiosk too, and then I've got an idea of a planter in mind that I'm after here. Yeah, the little bench one with the kind of cobblestone bricks on it. Although that's annoying that you're just walking that way. Why? Can't you use my pathway? Why are you taking that point there? It's immensely irritating. Okay, we'll change the position of them then, so the Sims aren't just walking through. And let's go for a tree. Maybe a content creator one. The jacarandas are a little bit obnoxious, aren't they? I think maybe these are a little bit more appropriate. Something like that. So nice to see so many people walking around, isn't it just? The city has become incredibly walkable over the past 2 episodes. It's been amazing. We've got another metro station to do as well. So bring in a couple of taller trees around these little open metro plazas as well. So it doesn't take much to detail up a metro station, but I think we can all agree it's a lot better than just leaving it on a road by itself, isn't it? Bit of surface painter, a couple of props, change of orientation with Move It makes a world of difference. Into such a simple asset that we all use, right? Everyone's got underground metro. Got another one over here too. So this one's a little more kind of out in the desert wastes, and we've got a whole expanse of land to do something with here as well. Definitely some sort of industry is going to lie over here at some point, but for right now, Can I surface paint the bottom of the metro off? Yes, I can. Okay, that helps. Sort of. We'll see. We'll see if this is actually a good idea or not. Okay, Canadian Gamer with the $5 Canadian super chat. Thanks for the inspiration. No problem, Canadian Gamer. Thank you so much for watching, mate. I'm glad you're able to find the videos useful. Do appreciate the support. So why don't we just bring out a little pathway here? Not that there's actually vast amounts of need for people to walk this way, because there's just service assets out here at the minute. But eventually, it will be something significant. Okay, so we can box that texture off now. How many people are you coming from this one? 112. Still very busy again. I think maybe some... Oh, do you know what would sit nice in that? This actually is a gas station. Maybe a little bit of generic industry. A water treatment plant would be cool there, perhaps. Definitely not adverse to surrounding the metro station, or detailing it at least with some initial service or water treatment assets for sure. Do we even need water treatment in the city? Well, we're not far away. We certainly need water in a second at least. Inland water treatment plant. Now, are you what I'm after, I wonder? I realise the smell might be pretty horrific coming out of this metro station, but it's an industrial area, right? And I think certainly, again, a little bit of that gravel surface painter just to come over the petrol station as well is going to help it settle in a little bit more. Definitely want very little concrete around here. Quite sandy. Quite exposed to the elements just out here in the desert by itself. Let's definitely carry on the rural power line as well, because that's certainly a aesthetic, isn't it, that we're all incredibly fond of. Let's just let this run parallel with the arterial. So like there, just hook into the power system there, that's going to be fine. We'll give this a little connection just so it actually starts to function. Again, I think using some support in the industry, we definitely need to do some admin in this area, but I think some initial dirt road frames to allow us to place some vanilla industry is going to be incredibly helpful for detailing this as well. I don't have time to watch this, but I just wanted to say that I love your stream. Got to go to work now. No worries, Roman. Thank you so much for stopping by anyway, mate. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day at work. Yeah, so maybe some of these. Just a little bit of generic industry. Again, I feel like I want it to back on. So let's rethink the positioning of this initial little frame road. That gives us 4 tiles to play with. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit more what I'm after. Yeah, so let's have one of those in. We do have a tiny, tiny little bit of industrial demand, so we should be okay. And that error is incredibly annoying. Okay, it's starting to come in now, I think. Yes, this is more what I'm after. Again, I'll place in some of the smaller vanilla industry might work here. Some of these silos and stuff, and do have a warehouse and that Martin manufacturing company we used last time as well. Could put a warehouse over here, to be fair, that might just tie it all together. Probably one of the Rico ones though. Yeah, just one like that. Okay. And then again, I think what we'll do is grab a node of that pathway. Bring it up by one more tile as well if we can. And then feed everyone through this way. Again, walkability back onto the main road is going to be appreciated for the Sims. And I think just some stretches of old knackered, broken down, kind of wind and sand and sun eroded wood that can come in now and hopefully tie the build together a little bit more. Again, definitely lots of natural vanilla overgrowth palettes are going to be favourable for this area. Maybe some of the lighter ones, some of the ones that are a little bit thinner on the ground. Not quite that big though. There we go, lots of this. Again, paint away the concrete texture off of some of the assets. Probably these as well, I imagine. Yes, let's just get rid of it all. Just fill it all out as one colour. That should be okay. Afternoon, people. Sorry I'm late. What did I? Don't worry, I'll catch up later. No worries, Dave. Welcome into the stream, buddy. How are you? And welcome, Rich, as well. Some cute cities action on Saturday. Yes, please. Yes, please, indeed, Rich. It's going to be a fun little detail in stream today, I think. Okay. I think that's going to sit. Oh, let's get rid of the trees. The cactus in the baseball field have been there since episode 1. Still haven't cleared them out. There's another one there as well. Yep, there we go. I think, again, maybe it wants just maybe kind of like a low tier fast food nearby. Applebee's is kind of not high tier, but it's not rough, is it? Neither's the Black Angus Steakhouse either, I don't think. I think that's like a KFC or like a Burger King or something, that sort of place. The 4x4. I think we'll go for the KFC. Could be upsetting some people by calling KFC not top tier food, but we do have any KFC elitists in the chat then. I am sorry. Yeah, just something like that. Just something to the right of the metro station that takes our attention off of everything that's happening around it. He's a Dairy Queen. That's like the ice cream place, isn't it? Would you go and get ice cream that's made behind a water treatment plant? I wouldn't. Applebee's is rough. Is it really? It had like a neighbourhood bar and grill. It gave off not like an upmarket vibe, but it's like not as like grim as KFC is. Hey Michael, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? How is after a fry, guys? I'm good, thanks. Been gardening before the rugby and happened to take a break. Yes, we've got a few rugby fans in tonight. People are abandoning me for the rugby. Didn't realise it was on. I don't really follow it. Maybe one large tree. So I think, again, a little collection of specifically chosen assets with some surface painter and some pathways around a metro station. Just give it a little more interest and personality, can't it? And then, you know, whatever lies beyond this will just kind of encompass this little mini build that we've made up today. Very nice. KFC is royal junk food. Is it though? Like of all the junk foods. Do we have a Starbucks yet? We do have the knockoff. Is it Sherlock Books or something? There's one over by the big box intersection. Sherlock's Coffee. There we go. It's kind of like a mock rip-off of the Starbucks thing, isn't it? So yes, Nicole, we do. We do. Some in their day with the wine. I love my day with a nice glass of In Ilos, nice and smooth. Glad to hear, Justin. Very low-end burger joints. Oh, I thought Dairy Queen was ice cream. Get lit at dollar margaritas at night in Applebee's. Jump on the metro after. Can you get dollar margaritas in Applebee's, can you? We don't have Applebee's in the UK. So I have no impression of it at all. I don't know what sort of establishment it is. I'm going to Vegas tomorrow. Have fun, Renee. Do send us some pictures and real life inspiration if you're in the Discord. We'd love to see them. Do you play any other city building game? I've played others on the channel before. Not really in my spare time. If I'm gaming in my spare time, that isn't kind of practicing a cities build. It's Warhammer 3. And tonight, Elden Ring. I'm playing Elden Ring tonight. I actually cannot wait. I love the Souls games. Oh God, that bloody error keeps popping up. Where I live, KFCs and Taco Bell are combined restaurants. Won't eat there. Heck no. I do like fast food, but I'm quite particular about it. I'm not a massive lover of Burger King. I find Burger King's chips to be pretty horrific. And their burgers as well, considering that's kind of their whole vibe. But yeah. Yeah, it's mainly cut of McDonald's. But because I'm like super rural, I just don't have anything. There's no takeaways here. It's terrible. Forced to be thin. Yeah. Brad Stanton with a $10 super chat. Looking fantastic, egg. So are you, Brad. Thank you so much for all of your support, mate. Really appreciate it. And a good morning to you. It should be, what is it, 1 AM in Australia now, I think? Something like that. So let's come back over to the transport hub now. I want some buildings facing out and onto the transport hub. So I'm going to grab a parking lot road first of all. Because I do like this little idea of linking through a collector and an arterial with, or kind of a local and an arterial with some car parking. We did it at the start of the city too. So we'll do it again here. Again, we'll bring in car parking spaces. Not particularly bothered about accessibility parking here because there's nothing really around it. We do already have some. Yes, we probably should do some actually, to be fair. Yeah, I will. We'll do some. Hello from Ukraine. Hello, runner. Hope you're safe, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Something I wish we had in the UK, Cold Stone Creamery. Amazing ice cream place that I discovered in Singapore. I think it's American originally. I do recognise Cold Stone Creamery, but I've no idea where from though. Okay, so yeah, there we go. This will be appropriate, right? That's going to be fine. So let's configure how these assets are going to look and sit. So let's go for... Why is that in here? Why have we got a 2x2 sweatshop under Rico low density residential? That should not be there. Don't know why that's happened. So these ones are quite nice, very Phoenix as well. These are also really cute. Oh, they're all nice really, aren't they? I think I'm happy with these ones though, the little city commons condos. I think I'm going to go for these. So we can do... actually, how do I feel about placing them on the arterial here? Do we want to go almost gated community vibes again and do a frontage system like we did over this side? With all the commercial assets that we did. We're due another church as well. We've not had a church for a while. We could do with one over this side of the city, I think. Okay, so let's snap into a grid. And then we'll bring this into all the appropriate places where we can. And I think just having them on... actually... changing my mind. Constantly today. My apologies. Let's bring it up. So we have some room for some fencing. Again, to reinforce the gated community vibes. Is there a vast amount of difference between these two buildings, or are they pretty much the same? I think they're the same, right? Cold Stone Creamery is from Scottsdale in Arizona. Cold Stone from Australia. It's conflicting information. Pretty far away places. Love those apartment assets. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? They're nice, rich. Does the plains in Arizona flood at all? Would be nice to see a flood. Yeah, so I do believe Arizona gets a pretty significant wet season. And I was thinking to replicate or represent such events in Ilos is to periodically break the dams, because the water will fill the dried riverbed that comes through the city here. Like, we can have water coming through these ways if we want. So yeah, I might do. I might. We'll see. Okay, these are pretty much the same, aren't they? Let's take one of them away. And then let's go for some more park life pathways. So we could use park life paths as roads here. Because if at all possible, I would like to respect the parking garage on the back. If we went for this, are we... okay about that? I think so. I think we are. Let's turn off snapping as well. There we go. Okay, so let's bring this down. Let's just see what happens. Looks like we can now continue to satisfy some smaller amounts of residential demand by keeping a space staggered between each one, which very nearly completes a pattern, but not quite. It's called Rock Ice Cream in Australia, also stupidly expensive. Is it not? Is it good ice cream though, or is it worth paying for? Like, is it ice cream you don't mind paying for, or is it a bad one? And there is Capital City, wonderful. 40,000 population already. We're not even a quarter of the way through. Ilos, oh my word, the city's going to be enormous by the time it's finished. Okay, again, similar sort of vibe and theme over here. Let's snap into our grid. Set up the frontage network first. And then you should hopefully just mooch down over here now and hook in there. No, just wants a slight amendment with move it. There we go. Okay. Hey guys, love the tour content. Is there a bit more vanilla version of this map available? I've been looking for a cool desert map, but I quite like to keep mods to a minimum. You can still play this map without, well, with quality of life mods at North. You don't have to go as modded as me. You only need a theme and the map itself to play the map. Exit can advise you on so. If you're not in our Discord North, come and join. Someone can help you get like a map set up with a good quality life setup if you want. We'll help you do it. It's linked down below. Hey Will, welcome to the stream, mate. Hey, we city's looking great as usual. I'm having a bit of trouble building American-style town centres that I want in my cities. Do you have any thoughts on how to do so? Totally, and they replicate an actual real-life town centre first of all. Like go for a recreation. And then just kind of study and examine how things sit and how they're built. Google Earth, massive inspiration. That's what I usually do if I'm stuck and I can't get anything. Yeah. Also where you live as well, like your own town centre. Think about how everything sits. There's lots of parkland, there's lots of commercial. You know, what's the deal? Okay. Okay, my house has nothing left in my car. House is bombed. The more I hit it, the more I had to come to the subway station in Kiev. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear you're caught up in Kiev, runner. That's I'm sure a lot of us have been seeing what's been happening over in Ukraine. Keep safe, dude. I hope that you and your family are as safe as can possibly be. My love to you all. And then Sean Meekings with the £5 super chat. The attention to put into detail has changed the way I play and made me think before building. PS mods rule. Thank you so much, Sean. Really appreciate the super chat, mate. And I'm glad you're enjoying the series. And the videos, rather. Right, let's grab a regular American road now. We'll create a connection onto here, just so people can actually get in and out of this little complex. Okay. I respect the fact Ilos is making serious bank with only farming from the industry DLC. Where is the bulk of our money coming from, actually? Yeah, I'm getting 118,000 from residential. And 17,000 from the industry. That's a big farm for 17 grand. Yeah, that's where the majority of our income's coming from anyway. Spending a fortune on public transport after our last episode. It was ridiculous. Incredibly expensive. Okay. Again, I'm rethinking the baseball fields now. I don't maybe want them to be on top of each other rather than in a single line. So with that in mind, this warehouse probably needs to go now as well. Let me think about how I want this to set. Let's have a little drink as well. Have a little rehydration break and a posture check, everyone. Okay. Those trains look so much better. Yes. The American commuter trains. Do have one in a minute once it arrives. But yes, if you do see them, we are using new trains. So did I keep that pool asset in that I downloaded? I don't think I did. Yes, I did. I did keep the pool asset in. Okay, that's helpful then. Let's make a little pool area for the condo complex. We will have to paint the ground though to remove the grass from the pond. Bring these out as well. Now I don't think I have any sort of sun lounges. I don't think I do. I'm not prepared for a swimming pool build. But there is a high level deck chair, which is exactly what I was looking for. Not at all what I would have searched for either. Like a high level deck chair, as opposed to like a noob low level deck chair. That doesn't have quite as much experience in obviously being a deck chair. I think we got some parasols as well. Someone's been on Twitch. Oh, 100%. Yeah, this is a direct influence of Few Candy's little apartment complex. With the pool detailing. So ideally, every deck chair would have a parasol, right? And then you can choose whether or not you want it. Is that how it works in condo complexes? I've no idea. I feel like maybe we could do it the fact that some parasols have been stolen. So not every chair has one. You can tell how long it's been since I've been to a beach. Can't even remember what they look like. Someone send me on holiday. Doing the little 5-partner chairs here as well. Are these must be from the tourism DLC. They don't have a workshop link to them. Not entirely sure. Oh, thought my build disappeared then. That's fine. Okay. Some people love to roast in the sun. That's true. That is true. And what else would you find at these little condo complexes, Americans? This sort of complex is very much an American thing. You definitely don't get them near where I am. Just want to line that up centrally too. Would you get like a little hot dog stand here? Would a hot dog stand be manned at a place like this? I'm not sure. Is there anything else other than pools? Maybe some parking across the road. They do have parking next door though, actually, to be fair. And they have garages, so it's fine. They don't need any parking. Do you just hate umbrella thieves all the time, Brad? My life is plagued by my lack of umbrellas. Talking at my ass. Barbecue pit, yes, that's a good shout on. How about some of the nature reserve assets? Some, no, not even remotely close for the vibe that I'm after. Do we have like a barbecue? Yes, we do. It's very, very small though. I'm gonna put it like over in the corner. I mean, it is a barbecue. I'm not like expecting it to be the size of a building or anything, but it does seem a little bit sort of dinky. Probably a bin next to them as well. Little park trash bin. Maybe one next to each grill so they can bin their waste afterwards. I think definitely some repeated trees along the edge of the fencing is going to work nicely here. Let's go for that as well. And see if that helps the pool actually settle in anymore. I'm thinking again, a little bit of simple repeated juniper action is going to be more than appreciated here. And with tree anarchy too. Let's also continue the fencing down this side. I realise I can use prop line tool for that. Some pool toys. You haven't seen American barbecues then? Is that like a standard size American barbecue, is it? I think some seating and tables would be nice. Maybe some tables. Okay, we got some table people in the live chat. Let's do that. I think definitely kind of the old crap wooden benches are more appropriate here, right? Park life food stall, fence, trees, slides. Yeah, would you get some like kids equipment over here? Like the jungle gyms and stuff? Like all this sort of high level slide complex? I feel like I go for that. I want to maybe clear off a few parasols and sunbathers there. Maybe a seesaw too. Can we actually make this little speck sand? Yes, we can. Okay, that helps. What else are you guys saying? Maybe the Park Life toilet shed, like changing rooms? The Park Life toilet shed? Oh, you mean the actual restroom? Yeah. I was like, what the hell is the toilet shed? Never ever heard of that before. It's a bit big though, Eggsy. It's massive, mate. I guess I could put it here. This road connection doesn't need to be there. It could sit there. Yeah, that's good, right? It has... Does it say restrooms or bathroom on it? I can't read it from here. I think it says bathroom, doesn't it? Restrooms. Yeah, there we go. Okay. A tiki bar? I don't think I've got the assets to construct a tiki bar. Swoosh kid, maybe. Let's have a mooch through some props. Got a football net. Some random hedges. Can we get like a cold beer sign in? That'd be cool if we could. Even though there's no cold beer here, so it'd be false advertising. But whatever. A wicker chair. Oh, yes, see, this is gonna get dangerous. I could be here for hours just placing props like this. Some wicker chairs, so maybe the people that don't want to have to lounge. People that want to watch the swimming but also be quite stern at the same time, then they can have those chairs that are there. Does it need any more than that? I think that's okay, right? It's a little facilities complex on the side of some condominiums. A thunderbox? What on earth is a thunderbox, Raven? No, no idea what a thunderbox is. No, the outhouses. I think that's maybe a little too sort of backwater for where we are in the city at this point. Definitely when we get out to some of the rural areas, and we start doing some like rural US southwestern builds, which I really cannot wait for. Very much looking forward to those. And we'll do some outhouse stuff there, but not in a like community pool area. Because outhouses are just like basically defecating straight into the ground, aren't they? So people would have to swim next to that. It's not going to sell vast amounts of condos, is it? Okay. So of course, as always, I would like a little bit of access from the parking lot into the condos. So I think a little bit of vanilla pavement path anarchied in is going to help that settle in a little bit. And then we'll definitely carry on the gated community vibes. That comes over here. Bring that down to that pathway. That should be good there. Likewise with this one. Very nice. This is what like Vanilla City Skylines is missing. Like something that's not quite high density. So it's like a mid-rise. So it's not like a massive tower block. And it's not a single story house either. Just like some apartments. Like mid-tier residential. That's what it needs. And these are perfect for it. Bush toilet, seat over a hole. Is that what you call a thunderbox? That's hilarious. I'm gonna start using that. Yeah, start using the thunderbox name. Okay, I think I'm happy to keep these spaces out here undecorated. Not that they're kind of undecorated anyway, but they're where the garages are, so you imagine cars would come and go from them. Still no invisible paths and road, not yet, Raven. I get that error too, what does it mean? I don't know, Justin. I've only started getting it yesterday when I started building the transport hub. It was fine during testing and then loading up on Friday to record. It's just happening now. Yes, that's going to sit really nicely across from the transport hub, isn't it? And then why don't we do like a little custom park here to bridge the distance between residential and industrial. Let's go to Google Earth though. We'll go and steal a Google Earth park rather than just making one ourselves. Let's go, everyone. We've got 151 people here. Welcome to the stream, guys. I do appreciate you all turning up. Where are we? In Phoenix somewhere. And we are in Glendale. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yep, so let's just go find a little suburban park somewhere. One that we haven't copied before, ideally. Something that's kind of about the exact size we want, isn't it? So looks like there's football field and baseball field decals over here. Car parking. A church. No, school. Oh no, it is a church, isn't it? Is it both? Is it a Catholic school? Yes, it is. It is both then. Basketball and tennis. Okay, pretty regular stuff. Are we missing anything major that might be of interest? What's this one over here? Is this a cemetery? Yes, it is a cemetery. Why is it? I guess that's like sand, is it? Can we see on the street view? I don't think I've ever seen a cemetery that doesn't have like grass near it. Yes, that is. They are just... I guess it's like gravel, isn't it? Like stones. Yeah, but it is a cemetery. It's not a park. Okay. Is that called Myrtle Park? I'm not sure which one you were. Everything in CS pops up as Myrtle Park at some point, yeah. Or Park as well. We get that one quite a lot. Oh, we've done this one before. We've been to this cemetery. Just after a little green space somewhere within the Margrid. They're all pretty samey, aren't they? A little pool there as well. Guess would this be a public pool? We could do another pool with some grass and what looks like a basketball court and some trees. Yeah, let's do that. That seems pretty simple enough. I'm happy to do some more pool vibes over here. So let's get ourselves configured. Let's go for the basketball courts first. Again, because I want them to be active, we're going to place in the actual asset themselves, or at least one of them. You're kind of obnoxiously big now. Is this a medium warehouse? Yeah, it is. Okay, what are you storing? Zone goods. I think we're just going to move this down to a small. But do we really need it? Because there's already 2 small warehouses storing goods here. No, we don't. We don't. It doesn't need to be there anymore. Just get rid of it. That's fine. Same as the service painter too. Gives us more room to play with as well. For a little park transition area. Egg invisible pass, please. I know, Omar. I know. There's several assets I need to add to this series, dude. You won't get them. I promise you. You will get them. Okay. So definitely go for 2 of these now. Let's have... And certainly to run adjacent with this little pathway. We might as well keep that one going through. Not into the grid though, because we are nowhere near aligned here. Something like that. I think we're going to go artificial grass as opposed to fertile land. I think it's going to be the most appropriate, isn't it? Come into our sand. Yeah, there we go. Again, it looks as though we're dealing with pretty large leafier trees, so I think some of the content creator live oaks are going to be more than appropriate for that sort of theme. Just bring a little pattern of live oaks that can sit against the parkland now. There's quite a few of them. Look at that crawling height that's developing up to the university and the clock tower now. From like all different angles. We're all just sweeping up. I'm surprised how well In Ilos is actually piecing together. Now that the Mar grid is really starting to fill out. I'm very happy with it. Okay, so pool here again as well. Let's not forget that. Let's come off of our props. So we do have a community pool would make more sense here, I think, wouldn't it? I definitely want it facing the other way though, so let's just move it to twist and finagle into the corner, and then we can have that wire fencing against the main road, which is very much a tasty Phoenix theme that we're all on board with, aren't we? You know, name a more famous duo than the US Southwest and wire fencing. I think you'll struggle to name one. So with the private pools from the After Dark DLC, you can put these in little 4x4 squares to make kind of extended private pools. And I do like that idea, it has to be said. Maybe just tether one onto the back of the community pool. Or we can make this a Park Life Path as road. And then actually place them on the road itself. And then just ban cars from driving on it, which I think is what I'm going to do. Let's go for that pedestrian walkway. So we're going to connect in. We will ban any cars from driving on this, so no pedestrian, no transit. Yes, all the services can continue to come down. Okay. That hub was unbelievable build, man. So beautiful. It's nice, isn't it, Omar? It's nice. Need a screen asset. Could use the Park Life info and toilet for projection cafe area. Big parking for cars. Yeah, that's a good shout. Hold Alt and move it rotate. Ah, very nice, Raven. That's tremendously handy. Thank you very much. Okay, you're not in your final configurations though, because everyone has to be where I want them. So you guys are going to move over. I realise we're missing out on some back-to-back bleachers, but it's alright. So now I want to save the actual space in between this road here is 2 tiles, which should take us into that. That should be alright. And again, pools number 1 and 2. Hopefully just sit on this space now. I've been wanting to use these for a while. Okay, gotta go travel for my COVID test. Wish me luck. Good luck, Renee. Thank you so much for watching, lovely. Maybe hold on. Oh yes, everyone's telling me the move it shortcut. There's so many shortcuts to remember with modded Skylines. Some of them do the same thing as well. I've had people say that. Is it like the home button brings you back down to a ground elevation? In modded cities, it doesn't do that for me. It's a shortcut for another like conflicting mod. But I do appreciate it. Please don't stop. It helps me play the game. Okay, paint out with a single brush size with some surface painter. It's going to be a nice time. Again, I don't want any cars driving here. Just no thank you to everyone involved. Realise I can hold shift and do the whole road at the same time as well. Okay. So I don't want to put kind of too much infrastructure here. I want it just to be quite open and green. Maybe have an association football pitch. That does fit perfectly. Can you really say no? Can you really say no when an asset sits in like that? What a wonderful difference this has made to the arterial road as well. With just decorating it. Having things alongside it but not quite sat on it. Makes a world of difference. I have a post-it note with all the reminders of the shortcuts. I could do with a picture of that post-it note, Jennifer. It sounds like a good idea. Let's go for a large tree. The biggest possible, maybe. No, not a vanilla U. And the iron barks are pretty chunky, aren't they? These Australian digits. Maybe go for a couple of these with some sort of split trunk trees behind and lots of natural bushes here as well. If it fits, it sits exactly in Jabang. Exactly. Okay. Gotta think of part life asset. Let's go for the Thunderbox. Can I actually rename that one? I think we're going to. Does it glitch in? Yes, but it's fine though. You can't really tell. We will name this one after the Thunderbox, which is my new Aussie saying for the day, which is hilarious. I've never heard of that before. Okay, it's a little toilet, restroom, pool, recreational area. I think that's okay, right? We definitely need to carry on painting the bottom of these baseball fields out though, because they're not painted in at the minute. They still have the grass coming through. Lazy detailing. Lazy egg. There we go. That should be all of them. Okay, wonderful. So let's trim off the point where we want the sand to end. And now we want another build to fill alongside some of the condos. Okay. Right, let's go back to Google Earth. Is that baseball field layout taken directly from Phoenix? Yes, it is, Philip. It's actually the I'm pretty sure you can see it from Google Earth, actually. It's ridiculous. Yeah, here it is, the American family fields of Phoenix. I did want them in this configuration, but because of the way the asset sits and it wants a connection, I couldn't get them to sit like this. At least not in the space that I had. But yes, it's Baseball Field City. There's like 8 of them here. Okay, so I need to find a little condo complex. I know there's quite a few sat against the highway and the Margrid frame in Phoenix. So what's this? What are you? Just a little sort of big box retailer. Could just do more condos. It could, yeah, I could just do more condos, I guess. Yeah, am I trying to find something that I don't need to find here? I think I might be, aren't I? Though here's an interesting example. Condos with warehouses immediately next to them. Well, this is like storage, isn't it? Yes, I recognize these. This is where they do like the storage kind of stuff, isn't it? Yeah, this is definitely a storage yard. Okay, that'll be fun to do. There's another condo complex over here that just... Oh, this is just regular residential. There's another one next door. There's loads of them around here. Oh, look, they have the little green cities car parks to shelter the cars from the sun. Any more? I love that little roundabout with the way it distributes into the car parking. That's a very nice little school design there. Yeah, I think we'll just do more condos. Maybe change up the asset because we can see how quickly the condo designs change even right next door to each other. They're kind of totally different designs and ideas. Let's do that then. Let's do that. Jennifer Cox with a $10 super chat. Funds for the Thunderbox startup. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Really appreciate the support. And definitely a super chat I did not think I would be receiving today. Talking about the Thunderbox. Thank you so much for the support, lovely. Really appreciate it. Okay, yeah, let's just go for more condos then. Even though we have 0 residential demand, we could probably do with dropping in some commercial somewhere. Although we do have Emily Fields to finish from last weekend as well. This hasn't been filled out yet. So I think we'll just let some commercial zone up over here, shall we? Just go for like here for right now. We'll worry about asset selection and stuff later. Let's just get some commercial going. Okay, I have to go start my day, but I'll catch the replay later. Have a good evening, everyone. See you later, Interbang. Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. Makes sense. Feel like I've never seen online with the way you have before. No, just a space restriction that I had from that particular build, Philip. No particular reason behind it. Okay, so let's pick out a new condo now. I do have a very random selection of assets in this low density pool on Rico. I think we're going to go for these ones. But again, the asset orientation and design is important here. But we'll do something with big parking lots as well. So let's do that first. Let's place in the buildings. Are you same size as this? Yes, you are. Okay, let's go over here. And here. So that'll be where we want the back of the asset to sit. And then let's come into roads now, and we're going to grab, I think probably regular grey tarmac is going to be alright. Yeah. Just leave it. If the city of Tucson would leave it as well, it's good enough for us too. I think we'll build something here. We'll definitely have some open spaces in the Margrid. Oh, the Titan Atlas with a £10 super chat. Who needs AC/DC's Thunderstruck when you've got overcharged? No. No, don't say you've got overcharged Eggs Thunderbox. That's not. That's not a nice thing to read. Thanks so much for support, Rich. Really appreciate it, mate. Yes. Who does need Thunderstruck when you've got Eggs Thunderbox, right? I'm totally distracted here. Border roads is what I need. Okay, can we do 12 by 3? This will give us a really thin, narrow car park, but it should work. We also need to redraw that in as well, anti-clockwise. There we go. Okay, so now everyone can spin round. Let me remember my alt trick. There we go. Fantastic. Amazing. Let's bring one in here. We shouldn't actually need the filler roads now because we're just playing with kind of a single depth car park, if that makes sense. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Let's do same pattern this side. This hasn't been measured precisely for this, but we should be able to do something nice with it. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 4 disabled car parks like that. And then coming to our fencing, of course, we can grab some big parking lot roads. We've got 163 people here. Thank you so much for tuning up for the Saturday stream, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful time as always. And indeed, thank you for the people that are watching this back as well. If you've made it to this point in the video, shout out to the VOD watchers. Are you planning to do a zoo? Really want to see what a modded zoo looks like? And we'll probably get around to it, Harry. Yeah. Because the possibilities have just opened up an insane amount with all the mods, I'm kind of just differentiating away from what you would usually define as a regular vanilla build. But yeah, we will do a zoo at some point. Again, something leafy is what I'm feeling. Still having the issue with propping tree anarchy as well. Yeah, how about we go a little triplet of these leafy trees. Absolutely love designing these car parks. Easily the best bit of modded Skylines. Even the best bit. The other thing you can do is rotate in place on the Move It tools menu, then click on another object. Yes, you showed me that one, Rich. I remember that one being one of your tips. Of course I never use it, but thank you. I've got 2C giving me like all this immense road network stuff. Like most days. Because 2C is just like amazing at interchanges. And he tells me all these tips, you know, on like how tram lines are supposed to be curved properly and you know, all this little information I can take into Ilos, and I always forget. Every single time. Every single time. Okay. This is nice. This is working out as initially anticipated. Let's spin this one around now as well. And bring you nice and snug into the corner. Hopefully your friend is going to sit. So also repeat this on this side as well. Let's make sure we're using the same one. From Ploppable Rico was this one. Yeah, so let's do... Are you the same asset? You don't look like the same asset. I think you are, you're just maybe slightly more forward, aren't you? Yes, you are. There we go. Okay, let's grab these again as well. Spin everyone around. Something like that. Very much looking to enclose the car park here with these condo designs. I love the way that this backs onto the main street now as well. That's going to decorate itself, isn't it? Yes, please, everyone. Remember Ali Briskin with the 50 Turkish Lira Super Chat. You should add charging car park decals in for both big and parking lot roads. Yes, I should, Mehmet. Will people still use those parking lot assets even if electric cars policy isn't active? Just wondering. But yes, a good shout. Thank you so much for the support, Mehmet. Really appreciate it, mate. Okay, no, I think what we'll do with the entrance is try and find an appropriate office building, not from Rico though, because they're all absolutely enormous. To kind of serve, actually, you know, I already know the asset that's going to work perfectly for it, and the Child Healthcare Centre. Like a little bit of sort of admin for the apartment and condo complex. If you maybe want to come and see what rooms they have available, you can kind of report to the head office. Is what we're going for here. Everything does just want sliding over a touch though. There we go. Let's go for that one. And if I can line this up centrally, do you guys kind of know what I'm going for here, right? So you know, because I know Nicole in our Discord has been through this exact process recently, kind of visiting apartment and condo complexes, and you have to kind of report into a main office and then be like, "So, can I have an apartment, please?" Groundskeeping, I guess. Yeah, groundskeeping. Also, you know what, Harry? Another excellent idea for that building would be the groundskeeping building from the campus stuff. That's perfect for it. That's like literally the definition of what I wanted. Oh, do we want this one in as well? I think we do. The campus area is only here. We can just extend it down. It's not a problem. This campus is getting bigger and bigger though with every passing episode. We extended it for the fountain last time. So technically this will be part of the university, but not that it really matters with these sorts of dragged out areas. Like a concierge office. I don't know if concierge is maybe the right term to give it. I think site management is what I'm looking for. I think I'm trying to overcomplicate it, but it's just site management, isn't it? So you know, you fancy living in one of these places and you need to see what rooms they have available. And you know, they have some kind of, you know, recent lets up in their window. Kind of like a real estate agent almost. But that's ideal for it. That's such a... Well done, Harry. Harry triggered a little thought spike there. That was a good shout. With the groundskeeping one, yeah. If there's any members knocking about in the live stream, if we could pop some yes please emojis in the live chat for Harry. I do have one myself. I'll fire over. There we go. Cheers, Harry. Appreciate it, mate. Leasing office, management office, that's the one. We're all on board, right? We all know what I'm talking about. That's what's important. Okay, and again, more of the kind of gated, same vibes to come down here. It's like the condo / office manager works there. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Okay, another little dirt path through as well. Leasing office is what we call it. Almost a month till move-in day. Is it? Are we hitting the vibe here, Nicole? Because I know you've been to a ton of these places recently, looking at condos and apartments and stuff. Did you kind of see some kind of leasing office here as well? Or like, did you report in to meet anyone before going to view the apartment? Because I think in England, you just go and meet the estate agent if you wanted to see around a property. You don't really have sort of condo complexes in the UK. At least, well, definitely not near me. I feel like we've had this conversation already today, though. That should be enough parking for condos. So I can imagine side parking too. And the condos across the road actually have some parking garages in the back with them as well. These ones here. So you can justify that, right? Okay. I'm enjoying that though. It's nice, isn't it? It's going to fill out that space quite nicely, I think. Okay. And then again, I think a little bit of overgrowth detailing. It's going to help us settle back into the Margaret. Let's go for some of these lighter ones. Yep, it's fine. Some saguaros as well. Let's go for some of these. A little green bushes in there too, I think. Looks great. Yeah, I'm happy with it, right? Should we get a little nighttime impression too? And a little rehydration break as we look across the new condo developments into the Tucson University. Jennifer Cox, welcome to YouTube Eggs. Welcome. You should have access to a load of emojis now, Jennifer. And also the little logo next to your name will change as you stay in membership for set amounts of time. Thanks so much for your support, lovely. Appreciate it. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Madhouse, Jennifer. Yes, welcome indeed. Welcome. You can finally put down the emojis that I asked for in the live chats now. Appreciate it. I did view one apartment that had 3 separate buildings on the same lot, and the office is usually located in one of the buildings. Okay. We're hitting the vibe here though, aren't we? Yes, it's so cute. Yeah, okay. So if we've got the approval of Canadian Nicole, then I think we can live with it. So I know she's been doing a lot of that stuff recently. Need to tidy up a few of these as well. Let's spin Dairy Queen around. Paint out some services here too. There's a little bit of work left undone. There we go. Into that as well. Have a look at the bus information now the city's been running for a bit. Got 641 on buses. What's our busiest line? Mehmet North is the busiest. A shout out to Mehmet. And then Mehmet South is the second busiest. People cannot get enough of Mehmet North and Mehmet South. Rail yard line's fairly quiet. Let's make sure that we're not... Yeah, this is probably the most efficient bus network I've ever set up. There's not a single sort of ultra crowded stop and everyone's just transitioning between different methods all the time. It's wonderful, very satisfying to see. See you later, Dragon. Thank you for hanging out. Does Phoenix have those short leafy palms because I think they look nice in the sand? Yes, they do. The California fan palms. We have used them before. Yeah, these ones. I know which ones you're talking about. It's these, isn't it? Yes, these ones. Little fan palms, yeah. Yeah, they look great. I like those. Okay, one thing I didn't do last episode was to bring in a light for the marked intersection. Let's go for this one. On to night time again as well. And boom. Boom. Wonderful. Okay. What road pack are you using and can you link it? It's called the Ultimate American Road Pack, Tim. I will bring up the workshop link for you now and then you can click on the link in the live chat. So it's these ones here. So let me just pick the one out I have right here, for example. And this will be down towards the bottom. Yes, this one here. So these are the Ultimate American Road Packs. And there is a collection of them, which is the version without parking. I will stick this in the live chat, Tim. If you want to come and subscribe to them, then you can. I am also finally, that's a YouTube link, let me remove that one. That's to the live stream. We'll go for copy. And then paste that in there. Cool. Yeah, that's the link to the roads, Tim, if you want them. It's a big collection. There's like 86 of them in there. And then there's another collection without parking if you want them with parking. Okay, so I'm just eyeing up the possibility for some more highway art, and I think we've got an opportunity to do some here. Because we do seem to be doing a bit of art at every junction, so we don't have one here, so we can maybe do one in this space because it's just kind of empty, dead desert at the minute. So I think we'll do some more highway art. Who is Mehmet? Mehmet is one of my fiercest subscribers. He's in the live chat today. And he's a patron as well, so he gets things named after him. More Oasis water builds? We certainly will. Salesh? We certainly will. Do more water stuff. But don't forget, we still have the, you know, kind of the quintessential classic canal build to come for Ilos yet. Canalos, which will be interesting. Okay. Do a palm tree. That's kind of the perfect space that we have, to be fair, Harry. I think we will go for a palm. Let's bring... Might be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but we'll see what we can do. We're working with an awkward space. So if that's going to be like the trunk. Oh, there we go. Palm leaves kind of come out and then like raise and then droop a little bit, don't they? It's a narrow space. It's going to be a tight one. But then again, we did like highway sun person, didn't we? And that made no sense, and that one was alright. You know the one I'm talking about? This one over here. And this one. That one was cute. Oh, Casino with a $5 super chat. Hey, boo boo. I don't have time to stay today, but I know that Betsy and I love you, miss you, and are here in spirit. Thank you so much, Casino. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. And I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you for the super chat, mate. And then Rich has joined YouTube X. Welcome, Rich. Thank you so much for becoming a member, buddy. Appreciate the support. I hate it. I really don't like it. It's very cramped. I think it just wants to just shift that terrain a little bit so the shifting isn't quite as bad. Let's try that. Oh, what we could do. Yes, we will. I'm making a pig zero out of this when I don't need to. Let's get rid of the slope and just do it on the ground. I'm doing maybe like a little triplet of them so you can see it as you're passing over the highway. We'll see. So we'll snap into a grid first of all. Let's go for 4 deep trunks, and then on each of these little bends we can do a little 1 unit curve. Oh, we could do it like little water features actually. That might be quite cool. Like little water spouts. %, just making this up as we go. But I think it's kind of cute. So let's bear with it. It's gone for nodes as well. There we go. Move it would help bring the leaves closer. Read my mind, Harry. Breaking Bad test tube. Oh, what, like the beaker? Yes, yes, yeah, I like that. We'll do that for another highway art if you can do. Not here though. I've committed to water spouts now and there's no turning back. These cute little curves are pretty easy to do. There we go. That's what we're after. Okay, we'll have these here. So I do like the repeated pattern. It actually kind of looks like the Tesla logo, to be fair. Do some sort of sponsored by Elon Musk stream. Okay, let's just drag everyone over now. So we're sort of nearly touching, but not quite, is what I'm after for here. Something like that. And then these ones. Am I taking the piss with the 4th? I think I might be. Yes, I am. Let's delete it. Let's just go for 3. I think little bits of... probably not vanilla overgrowth, actually. That'll really take away. Probably just some of the lighter brown grasses from the workshop are going to be nice here. What are these ones? Draw some cacti. Cacti would certainly work for highway art. Thank you, Mr. Egg. I'm not sure what for, Tim, but thank you as well. Thank you for watching, mate. The turtle will never be top, though. Yeah, the highway turtle was the favourite one, wasn't it? I think it was the first, that's why. But, I can get on board with a little kind of water spout tease. I think we need to redraw this connection, though, because that pathway is like stretching out back to its original node. Let's not do that. Let's come to an angle snap here, too. Cool. Why is that there? Is that surface painter? Yes, it is. There we go. Confused. It is fine. Okay. One thing we haven't done as well is brought the cycle highway into the transport hub. Massive new error. Needs to go do that as well. Okay. It's a little more interesting use of the dead space, isn't it? Do some water spouts. It's going to be another little bit of highway art to sit along alongside Chunk Fox. And then we've got a highway heat wave now over here. So we'll do another one in this section as we come into the downtown. Okay. Very nice. Really nice stuff as always. Would be interesting to see a low income neighbourhood akin to Clawson built somewhere in Ilos consisting of those low-rise public housing units you'd often see in the south. Need to actually go and check one of them out for a moment. We'll definitely do some kind of lower income, rougher residential vibes. But I just don't have an idea of what that looks like in the southwest. I haven't really seen an area like that before. But for 100%, we will absolutely do that. Sponsored by Elon, yes. Maybe one day. Daddy Elon is going to start paying my bills for me. He absolutely can. Although he's left Tesla now, hasn't he? I think. Not that I'll follow it, but... Okay. So, cycle highway to come in from here. Come up by 6 meters. Might want to do some network multi-tool action over here in a minute as well. We will see though. I'm not massively loving the fact that the cycle network is coming over the railway. I think that's... I don't know. Let's get it hooked in. See if it actually gets used first before we bother making it look good. Let's just get it hooked in and see what happens. And they do have connections on and off this ramp around several points. So let's just give it a hot minute for the AI to pick up the cycle highway and see if anyone does indeed start using it. Once we leave the game on 3 speed and have a little posture check and a rehydration as well, everyone. Welcome to the stream, all 184 of you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hats off to Paradox Interactive for making this game. Brought up some great talented individuals like you. Wish that Paz were half as good as you. I don't even think I'm that good at it. I just place fences. You guys like watching it. But yes, Paradox of it. Oh, look at that bloody walking. Yes, please. Look at that. So good. So good. Let's watch it from this side until we wait for someone to arrive on the cycle highway. Watch them come out from underneath the metro as well. That's always ridiculously satisfying. Need some electric charge points near them Tesla markings. Yes, we do, don't we? We do now. Ilos is looking so cute. Thank you, Nicole. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Posture bad. Check. Was you slouching, Josh? Good, good. Good, good. So yes, there we go. First people are picking it up now. Would ideally like to see more. You know, you can judge a public transport hub on how efficient it is actually utilising the public transport mechanic in cities based on how many people walk once they get off. The less people that are walking, the better the transport hub is. Or sorry, the more people that are walking, the better the transport hub is even. And everyone here is walking. Yes, please. Okay, so it is getting picked up. There's a couple of little people. Let's see where you're going. So you're going to Suburban High School B. Which is miles away. He's cycling there. Oh, he's going to prison. Yes. Because I forgot. I forgot this is actually a high school. Okay, so he's cycling to the prison. That's really far. He's doing a good journey there. So all the way from over here is where he's cycling. Pretty much half the city at this point, right? That distance there. Nice. Okay. This area's starting to piece up together a little bit now. We're also getting some more big boy residential demands too. So let's continue to bring those into Emily Fields. Because of course we were playing with this area last time. So it should be accompanied. Yes, please. And then let's go for some... Yes. Yes. I'm just deciding how I want a lot of these residences to sit. But we'll be okay. The horde's coming off the train. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. People of Ilos flocking to public transport out of fear of falling condos will destroy their vehicles. Yes, don't park in Ilos. Well, let's be fair, like, public transport isn't much safer when there's people just walking across the tracks. People of Ilos just don't care. Okay, again, we're going to throw down a single asset just to get this area actually growing. Because it's separated away. There we go. Now everyone starts coming in. Ah, now I wonder if you're not growing because you're in the district and there's currently no commercial assets in this theme. Okay, yeah, that's why the commercial isn't growing. That makes sense. It's fine, we'll manually prop commercial anyway. Let's go for some more Rico vibes. And we'll go, I think, with some of these. These kind of like brown looking outdoor retail spots that do piece together quite nicely. Get like a GNC over here as well. Feed Candy with a 449 super chat. Dropping my contribution. Got to run. Love this city. Look forward to catching the rest later. Thank you so much, Feed Candy. Really appreciate the support. Lovely. And if you guys don't know, Feed Candy is streaming on YouTube tomorrow at 7:30 UK time. If you want some more live stream City Skylines content, go and show us some support. But thank you so much for the support, FUC, and for your weekly subscriber fees. Appreciate it. Really do. First Skyline. Okay. Actually looks like we can do something quite nice with that asset. If we were to kind of meld... Oh, we do lose the car though. Oh, the car keeps changing places too. Can we beautify the build with the cars away? Does that work? No, it's just a parking space, isn't it? Yeah, because whoever's working there is going to come and park, aren't they? Okay, that's fine then. I think if we just anarchy the path through them... Oh, no, someone else. Someone else has just parked there now. I was going to bring a pathway through so people could walk under the archway, but if it's a car park, then... No. Once again, I could remove parking spaces, right? Does that remove the cars eventually? Yeah, so they've been removed. She just drove away anyway, so I guess we'll find out together. It's a very small detail that probably won't be noticed ever again after this live stream, but it's something that I want, so we'll go for it. The light does clip through the roof, but you can't really tell, can you? It's okay. Again, there's more of these little brown buildings. Got a little Caesar's Pizza over here as well. And then... Oh, this one's nice. The O'Charlie's. That's a drive-through, is it? Is it a drive-through? I think it's just like parking, isn't it? Something like that. Hey, Knight Rider. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you in. Surprised you're not watching the OE match. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff, mate. It's not on telly. Can't. Just bring you guys over to here, and then I'm going to stick that O'Charlie's on the corner, because that's kind of a match made in heaven with this one, isn't it? What is O'Charlie's? I'm guessing that's some sort of American store. It sounds like maybe like a technology shop, although I have no kind of knowledge to base that off of. Is Charlie's still a thing in the US? Do you guys have it? It's a drive-through bank ATM. Not anymore, it's not. It's a cut through for my people now. Okay, again, we don't ever have drive-through ATMs in the UK, not that I've ever seen anyway. So I never would have seen a drive-through ATM ever. Let's get some more Saguaros in here. It's a chain restaurant like Applebee's? Okay. Is it better or worse than Applebee's? Probably gonna have a load of comments from the Applebee fanboys after this stream. Coming at me for calling it a rough establishment. The cycle path over the electric line bothers me. It's 20,000 volts of high intensity electricity. Unsafe for a cycle to go over it. 100%, so that's why I don't like it, mate. But we're leaving it connected to see how many people use it before we worry about making it look good. I think I do have an idea for it, though. You have drive-through liquor stores in America. Do you really? Is everything just drive-through in America now? Can you not actually like get out and go into the shop? Is it all just everything drive-through? Even the drive-throughs have become drive-through, which is a paradox in itself, really, isn't it? Basic sit-down restaurant? Okay. Cycle path needs to get under the rail. I think we're going to use mods and bring it like parallel with the diagonal road and then let it cross over and a layer. Like we'll do some nice modded things with it because I'm definitely not going to let it sit over that train line. It looks ridiculous, I agree. Okay. This is nice, I guess. I think I want to clear a little bit of space out the front of this lot for something. I wonder if education. Is everyone educated? We're on the precipice of wanting more schooling. University. Actually, do what we do need to do that we haven't done yet is delete these. So these are still satisfying university demand. There we go. Now they're gone. Y'all don't have ATM or drive-through ATMs? No? Not at all. We just park and get out of the car like the rest of the world and then go and get some cash. But no, drive-through ATMs are extremely alien. So, Mr. Cycle Network, what are we going to do with you? Now, I had possibly forgotten. Alright, just give me a second here. Give me a second. I think I've got an idea. Let's go for parallel road tool. Or network multi-tool parallel mode, rather. And then we're going to let this hug the elevated metro as close as it can, which should give us... It blends in perfectly, actually. You can't even tell it's there from certain angles, which is exactly what we want. And then, come off multi-tool now. See the pillars. Can I lose my pillars here? I think I might do. Just for the sake of not having them over this part of the track. And then return the pillar like here. Oh, and that does bring it back there, though. Can I delete you? Yes, I can. Okay. I feel like the difference is that a lot of Americans have cars, whereas in other countries that's not the case. Yeah, could be, I suppose. Guess it's just maybe more of a reliance on drive-through amenities as opposed to having to get out and get them. It's cool. I'm not like offended or anything. It's just interesting. Who knew? Why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so cycling under the metro isn't going to be too bad, I don't think. Do I just want you connected in there like that now? The distance between the two pillars is really throwing me off. Oh no, now the electric passenger train's running on non-overhead lines and speed my OCD. There's the American commuter trains. There we go, we finally get one. Nice, aren't they? Much more realistic than the regular vanilla ones anyway. I think it's safer. It's definitely safer, but does it look worse? I think maybe I just need to move this node off with move it. And then just have the pillar on the sidewalk and just accept that it's not going to sit centrally with the median anymore. Just have it there. Oh, it does clip through the electric wires though. Balls. Let me change that. Hold on. Let's go for... There we go. Just so the wires aren't clipping it. There we go. Okay. Now, it would be really cool to do something with the entrance. And have it kind of like a curvy thing. Sort of like using Network Multi-Tools Create Loop Mode. Do I want to try that? Let's actually make sure we keep this going down here now. Because the cycle network can just extend into this part of the city as we come to fill it out. And then let's also do the connection down this side as well. Again, I think a little more appropriate landing spaces here. Let's forest brush the area as well, so we just see what we're doing a little clearer. Okay, there is only one drive-through McDonald's near me. I've never been to a drive-through. I'm too nervous to do it. I always park the car walking. I always use the drive-through, to be fair, when there is one. I'd never not use it, but yeah. Good morning, Velix. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. Now I'm going to use a could. I'm not massively seasoned in this tool, but we'll... Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna it's gonna enjoy this, is it? Yeah, that's impossible to even see in that configuration. Let's not do that one then. That's too tight for this area. How about the other connection mode? Is that gonna work? No, it doesn't seem to... Yeah, it's fine. We'll just manually draw it. Network Multi-Tool is not liking this space. So we'll come down by... Well, we can actually sink down a lot earlier than this. We're giving ourselves less room than we actually have to. So we'll slope down. We're going to come out by like basically 1.5 units and then down by 2 more. And then same again. Come to a road guideline this time too. There we go. Okay. I think I'm happy to keep this straight and parallel and elevated. We will use a slope tool to fix the somewhat insane gradients that are going on. I did have the gradient police back on the videos the other day, actually. Speaking of, like 5B making a comeback, yeah, the gradient police were onto me. It was about this one over here. This gradient with the rail line. The gradient police are not happy about this. I had a few comments. Oh no, they've come over from 5B now. Okay. Americans do love their drive-thrus to the point of waiting 3 times rather than walking in. Are you American, Michael? I can't remember. I feel like you are. Is that something you experience? It's so fun learning about different cultures and speaking to so many different people across the world every week. Yeah, it's fascinating. Let's have a little shout out as well from where we are in the world today. Feel free to pop your country in the live chat, guys, if you want to have a little celebration of culture, if you will. So it's coming to Network Multi-Slope now. Let's go for this one to like there. Can we just soften that out a little bit? I'm not massively offended by the gradients there. Okay, I just got a great idea for Ilos, a national park on the mountains, and a steam engine train to reach that area. Advanced vehicle effects will make the steam animation of the train asset. Be pretty far away from Phoenix though, wouldn't it, Salesh? Be pretty far away from having a steam engine in Phoenix. I don't know, maybe there is one. Not as far as I've seen though. Does anyone know what O'Charlie's is yet? Yeah, it's just a regular sit-down restaurant like an Applebee's, I think. Alright. Yeah. New Jersey. Northeast of the USA. It's very vague, Ted. It could be anywhere. England. Australia. Quite a few Australians in. Yeah, good few Australians in. Isn't it like 2 AM for you guys now? Go to bed. Cornwall. I prefer drive-through as well. We are just waiting to see if anyone picks up this new cycles highway as well, by the way. Mehmet Ali Briskin from Turkey, of course. Mehmet, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Joaquin is from Uruguay. We know this one from last week. Welcome in, Joaquin. How you doing, buddy? Canada, down under, where the boxes make thunder. Shall we just come up with that one, Brad? I've been saying with that for a while. Cornwall, UK. Let's Go prefers to avoid the drive-through as well. From Perth, BC, Chicago. Very nice. England, Netherlands, we're nuts. The Baltics. Nearly 3 AM, YOLO, yes. You won't be YOLOing much longer, Brad, if you keep staying up to these times, mate. Sleep is very important. Do appreciate the support, though. Thank you for hanging out. Do appreciate it. We did lose some taller palms here as well. So let's bring these back in. Okay. So do I like the cycle highway loop into the transport hub? It's more layers of transport height, isn't it? I'm not massively offended by it. Yes, it is nearly 2 AM. Well, nearly 3 AM for Brad, I think, isn't it? How many time zones are in Australia? Is it 2? Is it like East and West? I don't actually know what time zones you guys have. Germany, UK, Abu Dhabi. Exotic Justin, far away. The moon. Explains a lot, Rich. With your sometimes alien conversation. Serbia. Very nice. Love the vague answers. Baltics and EU, I know, yeah. Earth. It's like, great, thanks for telling me. Yeah. We'll just guess Knight Rider. We'll just guess where they are. Yeah. Okay, there's definitely some more Ilos greenbelt that can be adapted into these spaces now. Are we at Juniper Bridge here as well? We might carry the Juniper pattern on here. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like anyway. As I guess this is technically still part of Juniper Bridge. It is sort of the same bit of infrastructure. Sorry, Jack, I'm only joking, Rich. I'm only joking, mate. I'm only joking. Let's do a little bit of softening here as well where the junipers are. Okay, after talking about all these drive-thrus, we're off out for a McDonald's feast later, guys. Pictures in Food Envy with your hands on your lap when you're ready, Eggsy. If you would, mate, when you get back. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, mate. Have a safe drive. Oh, yes, I know there is another job we need to do. Pillars need to be removed from this bridge. Let's get rid of these. Or at least move them along where they're not welcome. Just make sure we're not interfering with any major road infrastructure. I don't think we are now. Did a pretty clear sweep of this when we came through. Yep. Cool. We're good. Okay, let's see how Emily Fields is getting on. This area is slowly eating into that residential demand. We are still having commercial spikes though. I'm obviously not leaving this here I'm just having a little look at some possible mid-rise stuff. So it's UTC plus 8, 9:30, 10, 10:30 plus 11, depending on where you're at in Australia. So there's 4 times, 3 zones, 4 with daylight savings. Be 3 zones but 4 with daylight savings. That doesn't make any sense, right? How could there be more with daylight savings than there are that exist? So there's 4. Queensland are weird and keep being different. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how many time zones Australia had. I cannot believe nobody didn't say Palavan. The Palavan fans are a dying breed now, Stuart. Palavan is fading into the memory abyss of YouTube. It's been nearly 2 years now. People are moving on. It's yeah, dying breed these days. It currently has 7.4 million views. Do I? Is it that high? Let me check. Hold on. Yeah, 7.4. A lot of that came from the how-to start video. That one's on like 1.2 million views now. Yeah, crazy. 7 million views. That's a lot. So we're going to bring through some continued walkability, saving spaces for some lighter residential detail and start coming through as this area grows and expands. Oh yes, look at this. It's getting busier now, isn't it? It's hooked into the transport hub. Main Street's getting busier. Cycle network's getting busier. Do you know what would be an interesting experiment? Because what traffic are we sat on now? 83%. I'm guessing that the big arterial public transport here is really keeping the city moving. It'd be really interesting to see at what point, or like if we ripped out all the public transport, including the cycle network, and seeing how bad the mile grid actually survives without it. Because I think it'll get slammed. Might do that one week. At the end of an episode, just rip everything out and see how bad the mile frame behaves without its support network around it. I think that sounds like fun. I'll do it anyway. You guys can watch if you want. How about an olive garden? And again, I feel like a lot of the custom assets that I've got off the workshop, they're all food related. There's a little bit of high-end retail. Let's maybe drop in a little triplet of these. I feel like these are quite out of place here though. These would have been nice in the outdoor mall in the transport hub actually. But I think I can live with that. Let's not forget about kind of regular ground walkability here either. We're definitely missing opportunities for like dirt paths and stuff to start coming through here. Leave me alone, error warning. Please stop. Annoying as hell. Oh, Michael W with a $20 US super chat. I know Ilos public transport is free, but it's so cool. I'm purchasing a transit pass anyway. Thank you so much, Michael. Really appreciate the support, buddy. And yes, you can come on for free now. You can come on. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Very generous. Thanks for all support. Okay. Palavan? Oh, what the Palavan love? I didn't see that. Yeah. We all know I really do live in Navaria. Yeah, Brad's like one of the elitist Navaria fans that you'll find in the community. Navaria was such an acquired taste, but the fans that have stuck around in Navaria are almost fanatic in kind of the devotion. Almost dangerous. Okay, I'm definitely going to enjoy a little bit of Shattered Nature Reserve fencing and some cactus and grass here too, I think. But before we do that, I do just need to nip to the restroom for a hot second, so let me give you guys a nighttime view of the transport hub whilst I just nip to the restroom, and I will be back in a hot minute. Okay, hello people, welcome back. So Palavan Loveheart, yes, Paul Palavan will never die, no he won't. We've got a statue of Paul Palavan in Ilos actually. Yes. Paul Palavan. Did we come up with, wasn't it Igor Ilos or something? Or Ian Ilos or something? The founding member of Ilos? Can't remember what it was called. Are there 7-Elevens in the game? Those are everywhere in residential and service areas. We can probably make one, or if not, get one off the workshop. Oh, and Turtle the Builder with a 50 RSD super chat. I didn't say anything. Thank you so much, Turtle. Appreciate the support, buddy. Thank you for hanging out on the live stream. He's using the Thunderbox. Oh, I didn't say it. What a missed opportunity. How did I not say I was going to the Thunderbox? I need to do that, don't I? Yeah. Oh, next time. Next time we will, yeah. Everyone watching, please hit like. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, guys, a like below helps me out. And comment on the VOD as well later on, once it goes up as a video, if you have nothing else better to do with your Saturday other than support me. Then you can do that as an option as well. Right. So I think these little overgrowth and cactus gardens / combined with some fan palms are going to help break up a lot of this kind of mass zone residential where we're not quite being as custom made with the areas. Okay. Once we finally have some residential demand anyway, the city is screaming for commercial at the minute. Which leads me into this space here. So I feel like I'm just maybe... A good spot here is actually to jump into Google Earth, isn't it? Let's just come to Google Earth and have a look at some more commercial ideas, both in and around Phoenix. Maybe start heading a little more towards the downtown this side. So there's some really nice outdoor mall spaces in the downtown. There's this one here, which is like the shopping centre. I think it's called the Arizona Center, this one here. You kind of got all these little walking pathways, like a ton of palms. Let's have a little look at this down the street view. So basically kind of like an open air downtown mall, right? Lots of little walking pathways and very tall palms everywhere. So really nice ideas for satisfying commercial demand, but this is too high density for what I'm after right now. I mean, I know they're everywhere, but I'm kind of reluctant to do another big box corner. Because I feel like we're doing them all the time. But it's America. So, there we go. I've never noticed that stadium before. Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Okay. This looks like some sort of office park, right? / high school area. It's everything, basically. It's a church, it's a school, it's a florist, it's everything, that little area. Suburban office parks with grocery stores and commercial nearby are popular. There you go, what's this area here? It's like another sort of strip mall setup, isn't it? But they're using... Oh, it's kind of those little brown buildings you've been using, but they're all surrounded by car parking. I can get out of the way of this bloody truck. I can actually see across to it. Please move in the way. The Google Earth man is not outrunning a tow truck. Right, okay. So we have kind of a main arterial road. Got trees, a little bit of grass. This is very different looking from everywhere else in Phoenix. This almost looks pretty boreal with all the pines and stuff here. Yeah, lots of grass as well. Interesting. Okay. I think we can just go with this then. We'll just kind of set up a little interesting shape of commercial spaces along one of the arterials and just plot buildings around them. It's not quite as obnoxious as some of the big box lots, I think, that we've been working with. I usually make a mile grid of parking just to be realistic. Be enormous, wouldn't it? If it was a mile grid of parking. Yeah, just fill one of the frames with parking. US has so much parking, it's crazy, isn't it, Phoenix? It really is crazy. Okay, so where do we want to pop you? Again, there's more spaces presenting themselves in kind of the awkward shaped Margrid frames where we can satisfy little demands like this. So I think that's what we'll do. But we'll come over to this corner where we've got perhaps a little more breathing room. Okay, let's wipe all this away. Give ourselves a little forest brush first. And this should be quite nice to sit opposite the university as well. So we'll use the same principle that we did with the condo complexes, just by bringing down a little frontage network first to snap into the grid. Although this will probably end up being changed to some sort of... Actually, yes, it will end up being changed to some sort of road, and that some sort of road is going to be the borders. So yeah, I want to draw anti-clockwise. So let's start mapping this out. Let's go for 12 units here. And again, I'm just going to briefly glance back at my Google Earth inspiration to see how the parking lots sit. Okay. So we have parking that's like right here. So I definitely want a filler road to go into this space. And then we'll move back to a border. Then the commercial assets are going to sit here now instead. So we'll go for... Try and make it somewhat nicer shops whilst we're near the university, because this is a relatively nice part of Ilos, so I don't really want the rundown strip mall looking ones like the pawn shops and stuff. Yeah, like a Smoothie King in, a little sports haircut store. And then there's one on the corner that we can use quite nicely as well. Okay, then again we'll just glance back at what's happening here. Okay, so it's just like the car park just keeps moving in different kind of variations of the same pattern as the parking lots moored around the back of them. This can actually become drive road now because we're moving away from parking, which is fine. You can also hook into there and then give us a connection in here as well, which gives them access. The Urban Outfitters is a major clash there. Let's relocate that. Yeah, let's come with some more of these. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Okay, so let's get those parking lots in now. You haven't noticed that I lost Forest Brush before? Yeah, we've had it for a while now, Night Rider. We have. Hey, Maz, welcome to the stream, mate. How you doing? And Claire as well, and Canada. Are there any gas stations? What do you mean, Canada? It's a bit vague, mate. You have to clarify a little bit. In the city? Or in the game? In the world? Not sure what you're talking about. We'll go 1, 2 and 3, and then 1, 2 and 3. Just knock this one around. Then a little bit of disabled parking in the middle. I'm very much a fan of doing these little shattered car parks now with the broken curb design. It's become one of my favourite spices. We can probably just copy and paste the same palette that we used in the condo complex as well. For decorating the light islands. We just want props and trees. That should be good. Like we add any detailed gas stations in an area. We've done a couple so far, but not really to the vibe that I want in Ilos. Let's get rid of those. I'll pop by one in a second. Canada. There we go. We did one last week, didn't we? Yeah, we sort of come in with some stuff like this and partnering with industrial assets. But again, once we get out into like the rural US builds, we'll really start working on some stuff like that. That'll be a nice time. Okay, so now let's switch up the orientation of the car parking. So let's go for some borders. Again, everyone wants to be anti-clockwise. Although, no, I'm going to come out with a drive road first. Okay, and this can link two little areas together. I do like how that sits opposite the university. It's a very nice little blotch of car parking, isn't it? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I wondered if there were some trailer parks around in Ilos. There will be eventually. We've done some sort of lower ranch areas, but no sort of fully blown trailer parks yet, but we definitely will. 100%. If there's any sort of like vague Southwest theme that you're wondering if we're going to cover, the answer's probably yes. Like we're going to do a lot of things. Let's come down by 9 again. Okay. So this is a really fun way of playing with big parking lots, constantly piecing border and drive roads together in order to start forming these more interesting little car park designs. Let's go for 2 here this time, and then 2 disabled in the middle. Or 3, as it turns out. Yeah, I think that's okay, right? You always place way more disabled parking access than any car park I've ever been to. So much appreciated, mate. No worries, dude. Yeah, I guess the ratio isn't quite right. It's something you would see in real life, would it? You definitely don't see as much disabled car parking as regular parking in the real world. But I do appreciate the aesthetic of the little kind of staggered effect it gives to the car parking decals themselves. I'm on board with that. US indeed has lots of parking lots. Plus you don't have to worry about a parking space. Downside, you have to walk a mile to get into the suppose. Explains the many drive-thrus. True, there was a picture knocking around in our Discord a couple of weeks ago about, I think it was a picture of downtown Houston in like 1972. And it was just car parks. Like there was nothing else there. And it's just like the most insane photo. It's like if it's not occupied by a building, it's a skyscraper. It's crazy. It's occupied by parking, sorry. It's very interesting. There we go. Tidy up those now as well. Okay, so let's bring some more brands into this area. Let's go for stuff like the Urban Outfitters. Let's get a Shake Shack in here as well. I really like that asset. Pizza Kitchen, and where did I see that Urban Outfitters? Was it a Rico building? I think it was, wasn't it? We've also got the big Family Dollar Store stuff here as well. No, that's a little more. I don't want a dollar store here. This is quite a nice area to be. Got some bagels, sort of do like a food court themed area, right? God, aren't these commercial assets by King Leno just so much nicer than the base game ones? So much more realistic. Makes a massive difference to a build. It's huge. The ratio is 2 to 50 apparently, is it? Did you just Google it, Raven? Is this a Raven? Is this a new city? No, Frank. This is the 9th live stream after the 12th episode. City's getting fairly big now. Okay. Happy with that again. And it'd be nice now to actually double up this theme so the car parks end up sat parallel with each other. So let's do a distance of 5, and then 5 again, and then we'll move back down into Border Road as we begin to draw anti-clockwise. How deep are these? Is it 3? Can't even see that. Yeah, 3 units. There we go. 3. Yeah, that gives us enough spacing. I'm happy with that. Could there be some buses along the main road? There already is. We did a massive bus episode yesterday, Canada, on the transport hub overhaul. Let's go for nodes as well now. And then we can just simply grab this entire car park in Desive now and bring it over. Boom. Wonderful. Just continue to place in some of these assets. So let's go for... It's like a Japanese place, isn't it? The Benayin thing. Black Angus. Where's my little Urban Outfitters gone? Why can I not find that now? It's definitely in here, wasn't it? There's a Mackey's as well. I don't want a McDonald's here though. Somewhere here, right? Sure it was. There it is. Urban Outfitters. Okay. Hey Mohammed. Hello from Malaysia. Hello from England, dude. Welcome to the stream. Great work on the whole transport area. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Velix. Glad you enjoyed it. Okay, so this is working out kind of nicely, actually. These little pieced together and different shaped car parks that are all interlinked with drive roads is turning into quite a nice idea. Okay. Java Stat with a 10 Canadian dollar super chat. Hello to Ball. Hello to you, Java. Welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you in the stream as always. Looks like the Canadians are starting to wake up now. Welcome to the stream, mate. Okay, then another drive road out from this point, and we'll do kind of one more sort of major car park where we'll come in with... Do you want to do the grass borders? No, let's stick to the concrete one. Looks weird if we change it up. So I could do 6, and that saves me 4 tiles behind, which is sort of perfect, really, so we'll do that. Will we, though? No, because I want the bigger stores here, so let's go for 3. But we'll just do it quite long. We'll go for 21, and then back down. Okay, Old Navy's everywhere. Yeah, we don't have Old Navy in the UK. Old Navy not got that here either. Yeah, looks like the Australians don't have it either. Okay. So let's go for some of those Family Dollar Store and Dollar Trees now. Stuff like an Office Depot. Chuck E. Cheese's. The Family Dollar. Actually, no, let's go for the Dollar Tree. I think it's bigger, isn't it? Yeah. Then the PetSmart as well. These are all kind of the same collection, where they're going to fit nicely in together as droppable buildings. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. And then let's go for another drive road back out of the car park now. Get one hooked in there. That's going to be great. And then we'll do some more car parking plop in here. for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then see if we can maybe save a space for a filler to come through the middle. So we can actually drive through. Not quite, but you won't be able to tell the decentralization in the grand scheme of things anyway. We'll do one more. And then we'll get some parking. For disabled. Open at the front. And we'll do one more there as well. Also just repeat the pattern on that side. Okay. Yeah, that's settled in quite nicely, I think, hasn't it? Of course, just want detailing now and bring it to life with a little bit of walkability and whatnot so people can come and enjoy this part of town. Definitely a nice little spot to do this is with some vanilla walking path. Let's just create 2 connections back onto the arterial road and probably decorate the space out with perhaps a unique tree, maybe one we don't see too often. Maybe just something like this. Okay, I have aspirations of doing a real city in City Skylines and just under-earned yet. I think if you're going for a full recreation of a city, like a direct recreation, it can be quite intimidating. I think where I find pleasure in the game is taking inspiration from, as opposed to trying to go for direct recreation, because I don't think you're ever going to get it perfect to the point where it's like almost a scale for scale replica. Yeah, I think taking inspiration and then coming up with your own sort of themes and ideas is a nice way to go about it. As opposed to like looking at an actual city and thinking, oh my word, we have to recreate all of this. Let's bring that down there. So I was going to do some fencing around here, but it doesn't make sense. This would all be concrete, really. We'll do plenty of benches and stuff and whatnot. The city really does look like Phoenix. What do you think so, Canada? I think we're doing a pretty good job of taking inspiration from Phoenix, aren't we? It's definitely turned out a lot better than I thought it would anyway. Will there be an entrance off the main road? It could probably do with one, but it doesn't really need one. How are they connected on Google Earth? Yeah, they just like drive over the curb, don't they? Yeah, there's like 6 different connections on that one on Google Earth. Don't need that many. And we can try drawing it in with the drive road. It might be accepting of its fate. We'll find out. Yeah. Oh, that is perfect. That is what I wanted. This little kind of like frontage island that sits with the surface painted border road and the arterial now. That makes such a massive difference in detail in these big 6-lane roads. I like that. Okay, that's fine. Let's come in with some fast food as well. Like actual drive-thrus, so... Is Panda Express fast food? Or is it just like a regular eatery? Does it qualify as fast food? I have no idea. Where's the McDonald's gone? Where is the McDonald's? Probably just search that, to be fair, can't I? Yes, I can. Okay. Panda Express is technically fast food. Yes, it's fast food. Yes, okay, so it's a fast food place then, is it? I'm not sure if it was like an actual Chinese restaurant that you'd go to sit in and dine at and whatnot. Or if it is a place where you can just like grab some quick Chinese and then dive out. Got a little Gus's fried chicken as well here, so I'm actually thinking I'm feeling the older vibes. McDonald's is really irritating me. I do want it in though, it kind of has to be here to be fair. And then let's come back into Rico and then play with like the Tops barbecue stuff that's in here that I've used before, like stuff like Church's Chicken, sort of the older looking fast food places. Not In-N-Out Burger, too modern. There's it's a Rico building, isn't it? The Tops barbecue one, that's got the same sort of style. If I can find it, it'll be here somewhere. It's not in here. We can find it instead, maybe. Try it in there and... Yes, there it is. Tops barbecue. That's the one I want. But let's actually change the positioning of these. That one wants to come over here. And then we'll bring the Tops onto the corner because it's kind of a nicer corner unit there. Okay, quick and dirty Chinese food. First time seeing McDonald's without a drive-thru. We've only just placed it, dude. Give me a second. We'll have a word with it. Okay. So then let's bring in the more modern fast food to sit on a frontage system using a drive road again. Let's keep it going for a little distance yet. Going to be a good place for the students, this too. It's like right opposite the university. Okay. And then... Actually, probably would work nice for this. It's a border road. Drawn in anti-clockwise, so it hugs the back end of the McDonald's. And then upgrade. Yeah. Guess you could do it this way. Yes, yes you can. That fixes that. Let's bring the McDonald's over. Again, more surface paint is going to help us fill out a lot of the sand that we don't want in this area. Okay, let's continue to browse through the world of ploppable Rico, see what else we have to play with. Yeah, definitely the Panda Express, that was another decent one down here, wasn't it? And again, we're slowly discovering that the world of big parking lot roads is actually... Or big parking lots. I always get the two mixed up. This one that we're using now. It's actually lending itself tremendously well. Oh, in most cases. Spoke too soon. We can't piece them together like that because they will break, which is okay. That's fine then. So in between each one, I will leave 3 tiles, and then we can repeat the border road trick again. So bring that up, now behind. And I think we'll make this the last one because we're starting to increase or encroach into other themed areas now that this is going to clash with. How about the one with the Popeyes? So it has the... Popeyes is fried chicken, right? I think. Or Louisiana kitchen. Or I guess, is it just general southern food, is it? Unsure. My city's uni area always has a Dunkin', a Subway or a Sonic. Oh, I do have a Sonic actually. The Sonic Drive-In. I do have one of those. God knows where it is though. It's in here somewhere. We got Planet Pizza as well. Is this the one out of Toy Story? It looks like it is. It's a horrific asset though. I don't like that. I shouldn't be subscribed to that one. Yes, it's fried chicken. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one then because it's got the little kind of the signage facing the main road. I feel like that's appropriate. And then again, we'll grab ourselves a drive road. A little curve connection. Back up here now. Keeping everyone in. And again, some more actual accessibility between the main road and... In the UK, we would call this like a retail park. I don't know if like the States maybe has a name that you would call a place like this, where there's like a lot of collective shops and brands. I guess a mall, right? It's just a mall for Americans. That's what you would call it, I suppose. Would this qualify as a mall? This would definitely fall under like retail park in the UK. I'm sure. Let's make sure all our service painted areas are filled out where we want them to. Again, happy for some more of these little open concrete plazas to develop. We'll come with some regular walking path again as well. Keep walkability nice and high. Okay, strip mall, strip mall. Strip mall of fast food. Yeah, okay, strip mall is pretty much what it's falling under then, isn't it? Could call it a shopping centre. Is that what you use in South Carolina, Josh? Is South Carolina you from, right? Or was it North? I can't remember. I'm really liking how this little theme fits into the area. We definitely want more invisible walking pathways coming through though. You can see lots of spots where walkability in the real world would be a possibility, but the Sims won't pick it up. Same here as well. Lots of concrete surface here. And I already immediately know that the little amusement park assets are going to be wonderful for detail in these spaces. Especially those little benches with the trees in them. These. Just have some of these now flanking up. Nice open recreational space. Sit out. Maybe if your better half is shopping in Office Depot or whatever, then you know, you can come and sit outside and enjoy the sun. Or go across into the university where there's the other strip mall. And, you know, just get plastered in the uni. Why would the half is shopping? I think that's a very nice addition to sit directly opposite the campus though. Yeah. Okay. Let's definitely paint out the back of it, and then we can start looking at some planter designs as well. Let's bring this one through. We'll search for some planters ourselves. I think I'm going to want the little narrow, thin ones that are actually classed as large. Yes, these ones here are the nice ones. Then again, palms going to be most appropriate, aren't they? Or maybe even the fan palms now. Might be a good shout to start using these. How are we doing for illumination in the area? We should be pretty well lit at this point. Yeah, that's fine. That Shake Shack looks so good at night. Such a nice little corner with all the car parking coming in now. Very nice. Oh, this is crossing a pathway. Don't do this one. Okay. I think it's a pretty simple but effective pattern, isn't it? Do we want to potentially dare with one of these little palm plants Some of them are big though. I don't want the massive ones. Just give me a small. There we go. Finally. There's procedural objects when you need it, right? Modded vehicles will really change the realism of the town more. Yes, it will. We will do some modded vehicles. I do keep getting asked for them. We finally added in modded trains, so I guess the next logical progression is modded vehicles, isn't it? So let's bring this over here now. We can mostly just copy and paste this in. What is that day-night time switching mod, please? So this is Ultimate Eye Candy that does this, Raven. It's this one down here that you use to choose your LUT and stuff. You can right-click the sun and moon kind of semicircles in the bottom right here, and when you right-click it, it will move it to that time of day. So you can constantly just cycle to whatever point in the day that you want. Immensely handy. It's just so good having it. Yeah, but Ultimate Eye Candy is the one you want, mate. That's where the functionality comes from. Hey, Miner, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing? You back from Morocco now? Or are you still there? Not sure. I've lost track of Miner's schedule since he's been away. Not that I kept track of it or anything, but welcome back, Miner. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Let's move this little power pole out of the way too. There we go. Then we're going to come straight through the middle here. And this is becoming very delicious indeed, isn't it? Liking the little pops of green that are coming in with all the flowers that we're adding. Okay. Definitely don't want these planters all the way around, otherwise it will become too much. People moving back and two in the main street now. Yeah, really happy with that addition. Yeah. Not a single pizza joint in the town? Yes, there is. It's a pizza kitchen right here. Yeah. Okay, how long have we been live for here now? 2.5. Yeah. Shouldn't you take care of the worker demand? There's only 2 warnings. It'll clear up as population comes in. Nothing intense to worry about. Yeah, but I think we'll leave the stream there, guys. Let's go find a place to say goodbye. Let's go for... Do you want to say bye near the transport hub again? I know everyone's such a massive fan. Or over by the new sort of retail editions here outside the university. Something like here. No, let's go for the university. We can't. We'll go for the transport hub. And we'll set it up so the sun is just coming down over the mountains as well. The pizza kitchen doesn't count. How come? Is it bad pizza at the pizza kitchen? Is that why? Is that why you don't go there? Okay. Let's get a nice spot. And that seems about right. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave the stream there. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching today. And again, for all members and donations and super chats and stuff, really appreciate you guys supporting the streams. I'm glad you're still enjoying them. If you have enjoyed the episode or the stream, likes and comments below really help me out. And same if you haven't enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a dislike as well. Let's go and have a look. Who else is streaming cities, if anyone? See if we can host up a little raid. Doesn't seem to be too many English channels live, but there is one. So a channel called Fluffy Peanuts is currently doing a 1 million population challenge. I will leave a link to that stream in the live chat if you guys want to go and spam hello people into his live chat, feed his algorithm, and if you like his content, go and check him out. But thank you so much for watching. As always, news got to be out on Monday. Appreciate all the support on the stream. As always, you guys are the best. Thank you to Justin, glad it's me, Star Stuff, DJ, Mehmet, Canada, Stuart, Comedy Kid, Raven, Big Tings, Rich, Eden, Velux. Thank you all for hanging out, guys. Too many of you to name. I hope you've enjoyed today's editions. And as always, next week's Ilos is going to be a little bit different. So, yeah, you'll find out next week anyway. All right. Speak to you soon, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.